Welcome Star Wars Force Arena players to this brand new developer update video. So the patch will be going live this week as kind of expected. There's not been much difference between what we've shown you in the videos compared to what's going live, but there are going to be some changes to the shop, changes to some fixes, obviously bug fixes obviously, and also some new card packs for people to purchase using crystals. There's a shock. And another chance to get leaders and things in the game that you might not have already got or you want to collect. So I'm not going to go too much detail about 2.5 in terms of Luke and Supreme Leader, because obviously we've talked about those in videos before in the past, and so feel free to check the recent videos that I've posted about these guys. But nothing much to really change to what we've played. They will be unlocked at tier level 10, so if you haven't reached tier level 10 yet, hold your horses. That is when you'll be unlocking them. At tier level 10 for the dark side and also the light side. But bear in mind, if you've already reached tier 10, you cannot go back and get them. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen. But do expect there to be a special mission starting where you can unlock Luke and Supreme Leader, and also their uniques as well. Okay, so let's move on to the details. So again, pause the video to check out the information here about Luke and the backstory. But there isn't really too much to talk about. Luke will probably be pretty OP with his special ability with medics and those kind of things. So bear that in mind. You might need to keep an airstrike handy to wipe the floor with Luke's medics. They only cost 2 energy, but if you get 5 or 6 together, that is when you need to strike. But let's see how we get on. So, okay, so let's look at the unit changes and improvements to the game. So common improvements would be fix issue where leaders continue to move forward toward a target even after it's been eliminated. Yes, that's happened. Leaders will now dash more frequently. They won't run out of stamina as often. Bearing in mind, Supreme Leader has no stamina. He can't dash. Fix an issue where user support cards spawn on the same location as the enemy support cards when activated at the same time. Fix an issue where Zabrak assassins and resistant sniper occasionally attacks the leader but ignores the leader's taunt. There is going to be a new icon as well for taunts as well. It's more like a triangle, I think it's a green triangle. I can't remember now from the videos I made, but it's better. You can see it better now when it gets taunted. Also going to be a health recovery amount icon as well. Will change in the card details. Light side improvements. Let's have a look at how we do here. AI improvements for Resistance Grenadier can now attack tech units within its attack range. Wow, I had no idea, didn't do that before. Fix an issue where Darth Maul dies and revives during Anakin Skywalker's push and pull animation and Anakin stops midway through. Fixed an issue for the GNK droid when facing obstructing effects before self-exploding, and it vanishes without an explosion. So if he gets pulled or something gets in his way, he might not always explode. The idea is that it explodes and does damage to things around him. Fixed an issue where Obi-Wan Kenobi uses his skill without targeting, uses tap on skill icon several times and he stops to attack nearby enemies. Okay. Fix an issue where the targeting of resistant sniper attacks abruptly changes when a new target is closer than the initial target emerges. I kind of like that actually, to be fair, but annoying if you're on the receiving end of that. Dark side improvements. We've got fix an issue with deploying more than one first order BB unit. So if you notice, sometimes when I played with the ATST Walker on the new build that I showed you, the BB-8 unit moves abruptly, like it's really bizarre movement, so they kind of fix that, which is good. After Darth Maul revives, an issue where he uses his skill without any movement or his skill does not activate occasionally is fixed. Fix an issue where Darth Maul's skill cooldown time occasionally resets after reviving. Wow. General Grievous' skill animation cut issues fixed. Hopefully he's been fixed now. Fix an issue where Seventh Sister occasionally summons Seeker Droids slower. Yeah. Fix an issue where Seventh Sister will never summon her Seeker Droids when faced with a stun effect at the beginning of the battle. Wow, didn't know that. And fix an issue where the Separatist Assassin Droid will no longer summon probe killers when it is disabled. Interesting. So some good fixes there. I don't know how much it's going to impact the game. More definitely will impact the game. No talk about Grievous, about Count Dooku's fix, but I think that's more down to the fact that about the animations where leaders walk away and that sort of thing, abrupt thing. So that might hopefully fix the Dooku problem. Have to wait and see if that makes a change. And also we talked about some of the new game modes, the all-out war game mode that's coming. So there's going to be a change to how the arcade works. The good news is 2v2 is not going anywhere. 2v2 will be available 7 days a week still, as it is currently. I would have hit the roof had they changed 2v2, let me tell you. But anyway, so new battle mode. This is Battle of Crate, as you can see here. The resistance base. So as you've seen in my video, the 2.5 update video, which I'll link in the description. You start left, right side. You defend the shield generator. You deploy your units on the battlefield, and then basically that's it. You only have your support cards to do any damage and defend and attack while you can. And that will be added to the arcade mode. So again, pause the video to check out the details about the map, etc, etc. So it will be found in arcade mode. Now this is where the changes to the schedule happen. So what will happen is now that arcade mode will change. So 2v2, as I said, stays the same. Draft mode, which I can't stand, will be Monday to Wednesday. And then energy boost mode, 2 times double energy mode and 4 times energy mode, will be Monday to Friday, Thursday to Friday. And then all out war will be Saturday and Sunday weekend, which will be interesting to see. Again, it all depends on your time zone. Bear that in mind. And this gives you an overview of how to deploy your units and how it all works. So again, feel free to pause the video. I will link to the patch notes in the video below, in the video description, so don't worry about that. But also, you can always watch the video where I've played this game mode in the update 2.5 video, where I cover all of this stuff, how it works and how you pick units and all those things. So we'll go from there. It's probably the first game mode where you don't actually use any leaders or uniques as well. It's quite interesting. And it costs 200 crystals, all free entry, as all standard arcade game modes. And these are the prizes you get. So for the all-out war mode, you're guaranteed, if you do the 200 crystals, you're guaranteed at least 23 cards plus 4 rares, up to a 27 rares, 24 cards up there. And obviously the standard mode, the free mode, you just basically get a collection of commons, rares and epics. No chance to get yourself legendaries and things. So it could be a good way for 200 crystals. It could be a good way, but it is always going to be a gamble. This is a deployment phase, double energy boost mode before you deploy. But again, you've seen that in the video previously. Your support cards. Also, what's been added is a rematch system for 1 versus 1. Now, I don't really know how that's going to work because we couldn't test it. We tried to test it, but we couldn't test it. It didn't work. So if you have a really competitive battle with someone and wish to battle the same opponent once more, then you can now do a rematch as banning for 1 versus 1 ranked only. The rematch can be requested in the results screen after the match. This will be activated if the opponent agrees within a given time. You will be unable to request for a rematch if the opponent has already left the screens. The button will be greyed out. Rematch can be held twice. If both users ask for a rematch, the screen will proceed to the battle without waiting. So if you press accept, if you both accept a rematch, it will go straight to the rematch of the game. Bearing in mind it's ranked. And you can only do 2 options on that. Real-time spectator mode. This is probably the game mode that everyone is excited about, and rightly so. So on the video 2.5, I showed you how it kind of works. But now you can, if you're in a guild, which you must be in a guild for this to work, you can now watch your guild mates do battle. So if you're really good players, you can pop in and see. If you're bored, if you're on your lunch, you can dive into a match and watch someone play if you haven't got time to play yourself. And you can exit the game as normal using the pause button and then exit out. Which is kind of interesting. So you can see both players you're playing against. You can check all those kind of things. And the cards that have not been used by the players, so the cards you might not have seen yet, will be greyed out, so you can't see what everyone's using. But if they deploy the card on the battlefield while you're watching the game, you then obviously know that they've got that card and it will be shown. This feature is available in all game modes except All Out War, Arcade mode and Training mode. So basically 1v1. Maybe 2v2. Maybe. Now this is the changes to the shop. So the shop's having a little bit of a change. So one thing I noticed when I was doing the beta testing for this new update, was that when you reach a certain tier, you were given a chance to purchase. This is for real money. Purchase a new tier pack, and it gives you like good value items for I think it's 24 hours, and the cost depends on what's in there. The first pack is about $1, and it increases by a couple of dollars with each tier. And it gives you a guaranteed leader, it gives you crystals. And here we go, it tells you tiers are packs unlocked, tier 2, tier 4, tier 6, to every two tiers basically. And it will appear in a featured tab in the shop. Obviously you need to meet your tier requirement for the pack to appear. This would be a 24 hours offer. The pack will be purchased once per account. If the player reached one of the listed tiers but not purchased a pack yet, it will be displayed again after a certain period of time. So it will kind of rotate if you do miss the opportunity. And here's a list of what you can expect to get. There is also going to be some movement as well to what leaders you can unlock at certain tiers as well. But if you're already playing the game and are past tier 10, it won't be an issue. So please pause the video. So here are the prices as well. First tier pack, tier 2, it's going to cost $1. Now bear in mind, you don't get 2 leader packs, you get one for light side, one for dark side. So it's $2. If you want to buy both, it's $2. And then you get tier 4, tier 6, tier 8, and then tier 10. And then finally you get legendary, you get wild cards for $30. Wow. Plus 3,000 crystals. Not bad. And that is obviously a one-off, I think. It's not sided. Because that's like a wild card pack. It's only a one-time purchase. It's not 2 times $30. It's just $30 for that one there. And this is a new stuff for the new leaders. So right now, it is difficult to acquire leaders. You have to really rely on pot luck. And I don't know about you guys, but my shop rarely has anything worth buying apart from 9 num all the time. So these new discounted packs for crystals will give you a chance to purchase leaders and all those kind of things. So I'll do it. There will be a video for this. I don't think I put it in any of my videos, but I did a video with this feature in there, and it's quite straightforward. It just gives you like a set bonus of $4.20. You buy 1 leader, but the price increases when you buy the next pack of cards, which will be commons. Once you buy those commons, you then unlock the next stage, which is a new leader, and that will be either 2 times the same leader, and then you buy that, and then you buy more cards, and you buy more cards, and then at the end of it, you can buy 3 times the leader for an amount. I think it's about 1,000 crystals, roughly. That will go up. That's for both light side and dark side as well. That will be available on the shop. Okay. Other improvements here, and this is what I talked about with tier advancement now. So bear in mind you get your basic starting packs, and they've moved Rey and Kylo Ren around a bit, I think, to make them more accessible at tier 2. And the resistance now at tier 2, Han tier 3, Ezra 4. So again, pause the video. I think it's really, the changes have been made more or less at the bottom of the system. And bear in mind, tier 10 you get the new Luke and Supreme Leader Snoke at tier 10. Improvements in some images and modelings in the game have been made. Users who already own 40th anniversary Luke and Vader will be able to possibly earn another 40th anniversary leader as one of the rewards and pick a winner. Wow, okay, that's interesting. So if you already have the 40th Luke and the 40th Vader, you can now probably get them from the pick a win. So keep an eye out for that when you are doing the pick a win for the main event. That's going to be interesting because it's so hard to get those guys right now. And the only way you can get them is by using your season rewards and doubling the amount really to unlock them. So that is good news. Luke and Vader 40 coming to pick a win. If you have not got them unlocked, if you haven't got them, unfortunately you can't get them. New in-game shop system to promote new packs is added. Event products and some card packages will be displayed in pop-up screen on the main menu screens. Okay, so more pop-ups for shop items. New item pack of product is added, which appears after meeting certain conditions in the game, which is, I think, those tier packs is what we talked about. And that is it in a nutshell for the update. I don't see any other changes just yet. There doesn't appear to be any sort of other fixes or changes to the leaders or things, so that's going to be it for 2.5. So let me know what you think about it in the comments below. You happy? You sad? Should there be more? There's some good stuff in there, to be honest, but it's going to be interesting to see how the new Luke plays out in the game. But thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next Force Arena video, and may the Force be with you.